Alright, welcome back everyone to High Gear in RPM Esports. I'm still on commentary, always Rick 2, joined by Yamin still in the commentaries,
Hello, hello,
co-commentary
hello.
seat. So it was a bit of a hustle getting the lobby back up, but our driver
Yeah,
Brent is online now as well. He will be starting somewhere in the back, I guess, and we're gonna race finally on France here in High Gear Division after a decent
yeah.
qualifying. So, you mean you've got any predictions on tonight's race based on the qualifying?
Colin P1. That's my only prediction.
That's your only, but that's safe. That's safe.
That's a very safe prediction. I think you guys need to make a whole new tier, like upper high tier for Colin.
I think he's definitely getting some pressure from some guys behind him. So I don't know for sure.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
and it seems like we're
It's
already
lights out
off,
anyway, we go.
and that's a weird one. Yeah, we're already off, and it seems like a really decent start from all the guys in front. Spinoza dropping back a bit. I think he expected a one lap,
And
and we got
Andrew spun.
Pim who spun, and Andrew as well. So it's already some action in the back of the grid. Unfortunately for
Yep.
those cars, I think they expected a formation lap, but somehow it didn't open. But yeah, we're racing, so it seems like further up the grid, everybody seems to be having a good start. Maybe a bit surprised.
There's a fight with CJ, Butch, Luke, and just like all of them stuck together. All of them four.
Well, so far, it's all
Together.
good. Colin running a bit of a gap towards FCT. Benta running a bit of a gap towards FCT then. And then we got a lot of battling going on here. Minotla side by side through the fast right-handers with Leo.
They keep it clean.
And Minotla taking the advantage of later braking and a bit more lifting. And Leo drops back to P5. Minotla now up on P4. We've got two teammates chasing each other, Rodzilla and Leo. And we've got Bowie making the gamble on Rodzilla.
Pim spins again. Pim spins again. And he just reset to truck. I do not know what's happening.
I couldn't catch that one, but Bowie tried to make the gamble on the last corner to overtake Rodzilla, but he couldn't manage to make the gap work.
Luke just got overtook by...
Oh, and Brent spun! Exit of turn 1, entry of turn 2, and that's a spun for the AlphaTauri car.
I expect a lot of spins today due to the corners on this track.
Yeah, for sure, and of course those tires wouldn't be that much on temperature as well, so that won't help. Bowie's still chasing Rodzilla down here, using all his powers in that Mercedes engine to get through the Haas, and he tried to switch the line as Rodzilla defended, but he couldn't manage to do it.
Who's going for another attack?
Making another attempt, outside line here. Ooh, almost wheel on wheel there. Bowie taking a 3-second already.
Oh, and he wanted to go back in.
Ooh, and that was really close between Rodzilla and Bowie on the fast right-hander there. Bowie having a better run towards the next corner though, outside of the track, and he almost gets into the pit lane as Rodzilla defends his position, and that's an amazing battle going on between the Haas and the Mercedes here on track. Well, Colin takes the fastest lap, and 1 and 2 are flying away a bit from the rest of the grid.
I think it's... yeah, that's too good.
Let's see what we got a bit further down the grid. We got CJ Butch trying to tail Facial there.
Yeah, and look, if Andrew and Brent, they both spun, and Pim.
Yeah, sorry, fake Italian guy. It sometimes takes a bit of
Pui's going for another attack on Rodzilla.
Oh, and Rodzilla's actually battling his teammate as well. Oh, outside.
Oh.
Rotzilla got in the corner there.
Nice move.
And that's a clean move from Pui, who is now in the Haas sandwich. Has the better run on Leo though. Can he overtake him? Now Rotzilla coming back. These Haas are battling it out.
Very close.
Oh, and now teammates colliding almost.
Oh.
Leo running wide. Rotzilla inside line, and Rotzilla takes the position away from his teammate as well.
Can Pui overtake Leo? Oh, he makes contact. He makes contact.
And do we see damage? I don't see damage on the game. Maybe Taz can tell us something about that.
Oh, he overtakes him last corner.
Oh, and almost touching between teammates. And Leo running wide there.
Oh.
Has the DRS though, but so does Pui. And Rotzilla is now under big danger of the Mercedes.
Wow.
And this gives Jetfish an amount of time back to try and overtake these guys.
Pretty much everybody else has intervals to each other. So, besides P5,
further
P6
down.
and P7.
Yeah, we got a lot of gaps forming already. Spinotla really close towards Brandon though on the DRS. But Brandon has the DRS on his teammate FCT the best. On Spinotla's teammate.
Pui overtaken again. Oh, Rozilla's getting overtaken by his teammate as well. Two people overtaken in one corner.
And the battle for mid-back is still going on.
And Jetfish is catching up. This could be a four-way battle.
And Leo now on the inside. Oh, and they touch! There is a touch between Pui and Leo there. As Leo had a bit of understeer. Run into the Mercedes. But I don't think either of the cars got damaged there. So it's just really hard battling through the track here between these three guys. Let's see what Spinotla can do then towards Brandon. Wow.
Oh, Leo spun! Leo spun!
Oh, and he did. Oh, and that's really unfortunate. And that's on a straight, so I think there was contact then. Maybe.
There must have been contact.
Oh, and there comes CJ Butch on the outside of Leo. Leo having the better line towards the inside. And CJ Butch can't get past the Haas.
P2 to P4, there's a DRS train forming up with FCT, Brandon and Smino.
Yeah, this definitely doesn't help FCT to get closer towards Colin.
CJ Butch making an overtake on Leo. Finally made it happen. Oh, and Leo makes contact with CJ Butch. But I think it's all fine.
Yeah, there's hard battling in between the guys in high gear here tonight. And we are liking it, definitely.
And TMF Faisal is right behind.
In the back we got Bim in a battle with Luke. Bim being on a softer tire. Luke on the mediums. Bim looking for the inside line.
P12 to P9 is forming up to become a battle. With Faisal trying to make a move on
Bim
Leo.
takes the move on Luke. Then we got Faisal joining in on a battle between CJ Butch and Leo. But in the middle of the pack we still got the DRS train forming up. And we got now FCT with Brandon right on his tail. And Spinotla right behind there. So it's a Aston Martin sandwich for Brandon there.
Oh my god, I think somebody just stopped on the straight. And they had to quickly dodge him. And it's Brandon.
Oh, and Facial spun as well.
Facial spun, wow. A lot of action in the first 6 laps.
And his car turned ghost. I don't know why, because ghosting should be off.
I think he's retired. Brent's retired, so I don't know. But
it says Faisal.
Faisal spun.
Yeah, he spun, but Dookie, it's a hard Dookie. It's hard. Faisal.
Faisal.
Faisal. Faisal. Faisal.
Basil.
Faisal.
Basil.
You are just making it really difficult now.
Oh yeah, we can't say that. Faisal. Faisal.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm from Pakistan, and Pakistan they say Faisal, so it must be Faisal.
Yeah, I'll say Faisal now. Faisal.
Faisal.
And we do have two cars in. We got Brandon and Rodzilla into the pit lane, and Jetfish took the position away from Pui, who is now running on P5.
Who's gonna come back at him though? I think it's Faisal.
Faisal.
We're making a switch back on Jetfish.
Well, this battle is still going on between Bowie and Jetfish. Bowie taking some track limits though, so he needs to watch out between penalties. He already got 6 seconds on it.
The two Aston Martins are quite close.
Thanks, Ifni.
It
Faisal.
Faisal.
Yeah,
I'll
put a space between it.
And then Sal. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Faisal.
FCT is in the meantime dropped down to P3. Well, we tried to pronounce Faisal, his name, right?
Yeah, like when you say what?
Yeah, he's just talking rubbish now. FCT and Ismail Notla are running 2 and 3. And this is good position for the Aston Martins, but look at Colin flying away from the guys behind him, still on the soft, same amount of age on them, and he currently has some decent pace to maybe try and get a gap for a safe pit stop. Well, we are looking for some battles again as CJ Butch and Leo are running up towards the chicane here. Leo having the inside line, but CJ Butch took the late break and overtook Leo again. Now running P6. Leo now on the outside of CJ Butch towards the fast right-hander, the first one. And there's a bit of touching, no worries though. And Pim spun again. Unfortunate for him. Well,
Yeah.
Leo took CJ Butch again.
Oh, but I just want to clarify, I was not laughing at Pim, I just said, you know, Pim, him, it rhymed. So, just want to put that out there.
CJ Butch going in after 7 laps running the soft tires, and Leo decides to stay out. FCT now really close towards his teammate again.
Two Aston Martins quite close to each other. Oh, and Luke and Andrew are right next to each other. Only 2 tenths. Yeah, Luke and Andrew are quite close to each other at the beginning of the lap, but
Switch to Lukey then.
Rodzilla overtook Faisal. There you go.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Yeah, that was right. I think that was right. Marco Skrill, oh man, come on. Well, the gaps are starting to fall a bit as Colin decides to pit. And he had a 3-second lead. Faisal. I'm gonna stop having this discussion because it's making a big influence
You know what?
on my
I'm just gonna call
commentary.
him TMF.
That's
TMF.
a good decision. That's a really good decision. It's
Yeah.
gonna be TMF from now on.
Too many problems. I don't want to be put in a legal lawsuit or something. Stop.
And FCT now taking the lead from his teammate, I see. And both the Aston Martins are running perfectly towards each other. But the gap is not big enough for a double stack. So one of them needs to decide who is going in. Faisal.
Learner driver and Leo battling it out, but learner driver overtook him easy. You know, Boris just told me to call him Pfizer, so...
Yeah, let's not do that. That will bring up a lot of discussion, I guess.
I think TMF is a good name. I think we should all agree on this.
TMF. It's gotta be TMF.
TMF.
Now stop discussing it in the chat and let's watch the race as Colin is coming back towards the grid a bit on the hard tires. So he decided to make a long run on those tires.
And the Mercedes and the Rigid are battling it out.
Rajit. Oh yeah, Rajit is battling Brandon here. But he has the DRS and that's a nice one. Good overtake from Rajit on the main straight with a clean overtake on the DRS.
Rajit's a nice name.
That's a nice name. That's easy to pronounce.
Yeah. I think we should just call everybody RPM Esports. Oh, we should just call them by the car. So like
No, because they're two of each of them on the track.
We should just have first and second driver.
I just caught it, and Rajit went off the track, and he kept the damage. He kept it out of the wall, I guess. As but ghosting is on, so that's not how it should. But that's no problem at all. Rajit spun, and that gives the position towards Sminotla. Sminotla running the fresh mediums.
Pui is quite close to Rosilla. I think he could make a move.
I'm gonna switch the chat off as you, Barker, if Boris and Barker. If you continue like this. Oh, and there goes Brandon as well. So Brandon spun. So that's neat. The overtake from Sminotla
Brandon enters
again.
the track dangerously, nearly hitting Rosilla.
Oh, and his teammate was really close towards touching there as well. And now they're side by side towards the main straight.
A little bit of contact.
Both having DRS. Side by side for the Mercedes. As they run up towards turn 1. And Brandon takes the position.
Pui concedes, he just had to yield.
Stupid discussion in the chat about names.
You know, I'm just not even going to try to pronounce that guy's name.
And CJ Butch seems to be running really slow, so I guess he spun as well. But he's still running.
Rick, I think the live chat's just roasting you.
Yeah, they need to stop. They need to stop. I wasn't even prepared on doing comms tonight, guys, so be happy I'm even here. Well, Al is really close towards Colin, but the gap starts to form again as Colin is on the fresher tyre.
And Luke Rosilla very close to, so 6th to 10th very close. Oh, they're side by side, Banter and Luke.
Luke, of course,
Trying to
having the
overtake.
disadvantage of having all the tires. And Spinola and FCT joined each other again on track. And as it looks for now, they will be 1, 2 and 3 again after the pit stops of L and Jetfish. Again, both cars are on the same tire strategy there, same as the Aston Martins, but the Aston Martins can run through. They can, if they can finish this off on the mediums, they are definitely looking at a good strategy. But yeah, the gap between Jetfish and L is big enough to make the double stack work.
But FCT, the two Aston Martins very close to each other. He's making a move on the Aston Martin with both of them.
Sminotla taking the position again from his teammate in P4. And there it goes, the Aston Martin duo up again.
Banter and Rosilla.
Ooh, bit of touching on
Contact.
the exit.
TMF is only they're still side by side.
This
Rosilla
is a really
and
clean
Banter.
battle between the Mercedes and the Haas again. Well, FCT took the fastest lap on the mediums with a 1:32.3, and him and his teammate are still running together.
Rosilla
And
makes a
keeping
bit of contact, sending Banter off his
again. And the Mercedes and the Haas are still battling it out for the positions of 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then we got Spinotla and FCT keeping each other within DRS, so they can have the pace and close in towards L and Colin.
We are halfway through this race as Rosilla spins. He made contact.
Oh, and that's unfortunate for the Haas, who was doing such a good job keeping that car on the right line. And there he goes, down to P9.
Banter, just Brandon, he didn't leave him enough room, I don't think.
Yeah, well, that's afterwards for the stewards to discuss.
Yeah. I fully didn't see it, so I don't really know what's
catching on
happened.
stream either, so. But now the Mercedes are helping each other out with a bit of DRS here. Well, L goes in. The FCT overtook him and Spinotla as well. Let's see what Brandon is gonna do.
If there wasn't ghosting, Rosilla would have crashed with somebody.
I think L is gonna drop definitely to P8. Even P9 here. So this pit stop has cost him a lot of time and places. And there he goes, P10, P11. If he doesn't wash out. Nope, he joins back on track. Right on time. And he keeps P10 in the Red Bull car.
Luke and CJ Butch battling at the back.
Dookie, I swear to God, if I had my PC up, I would have muted you a long time ago. Yes,
It's a live roast session.
Yeah. As Spinotla is keeping it close towards his teammate still. And the Aston Martins are looking for decent points here tonight.
Jetfish is still to pit, and Learner Driver has pit, but he's 1 second behind him, so let's see what could happen. Because if Jetfish pits now, then he'll be in, I presume, 4th, 5th place.
Colin coming close towards Jetfish now on the hard tires. Well, the battle for teams here is still going on between Sminotla and FCT and Brandon and Pui. Pui, of course, looking at some tire penalties in the end. CMF is coming closer towards them as well, it seems. No, he's dropping back now since Pui has the DRS and he is on the older tire.
Pui and Banter battling it out. Pui overtakes him.
Oh, and Colin is actually right in the reach of Jetfish here on the DRS.
Banter overtaking Pui. Banter is overtaking Pui, but it's very close still.
Yeah, teams are definitely not making orders between each other here. Yes, they all battle it out and keep switching positions after lap after lap. And there comes Colin on the DRS. Fresher tire. Jetfish keeps it within enough space, but knows he is done for on the next part of the track. Colin doesn't want to risk anything, and he's absolutely right for that one. Here he goes on the back straight, and that's a rear camera angle. Here goes Colin with the DRS open and overtook Jetfish easily on those fresh hard tires. Colin back to the lead, and Jetfish now needs to look for a moment to pit. Yes, Sminotla and SCT are coming closer as well.
The two Mercedes are battling once again on the straight. And Pui, oh, they're side by side. Pui trying to make a cut back.
They're definitely not giving each other any position here.
Pui trying to overtake once again. Very clean, close battling from the two Mercedes.
Battling it out between teammates. Same tire strategy. 1 lap younger tires for Pui. Side by side, going through every corner here. And this is driving as we want to see it in RPM.
Yep.
Nice move from Brandon, who got the DRS with it as well.
Oh, side by side.
And here he goes, side by side again on the straight. And
wow,
Pui
amazing balls.
Making the overtake work, as Jetfish got in on the soft tires back on P6, and Spinodla and FCT now on P2 and 3 again.
TMF, I'm just not gonna say it. TMF is only 1.5 seconds behind. Could he catch up?
There's gonna be a switch back between Mercedes again. But TMF, I guess, will look for a pit stop any time soon, as he runs 17 laps on those mediums now. Spinotla keeping it nice and clean with his teammate here, knowing they will end up in the podium. Both together. Excuse me. Wow.
Pui going back for another overtake opportunity. Oh, this is very close.
The Mercedes go side by side again. Oh, almost touching there. And Brandon now taking a position. This gives Jetfish a lot of opportunity to get close on those fresher soft tires, as Brandon takes the 3 second. And Pui has already 12 seconds, so he will drop down anyway. But it's all about on track position.
And Al creating his own track limits. There. I think there might have been a bit of contact with Andrew, possibly, but I don't know.
Oh, I thought I was watching a jetfish. That could be, yeah, definitely. As TMF goes in for the soft tires.
Pui and Brandon battling again. These guys are just wow. Oh, and Jetfish enters the mix.
CJ Butch and Luke got in front of TMF, and there's a four-way battle going on in the back.
Three wide, Jetfish, Banter, Pui.
Oh wow, and I was just looking at the back at the moment, since we don't want to forget those guys. But Jetfish definitely on a really good strategy here, taking both positions from the Mercedes cars.
Can Brandon catch back up with him? We'll have to wait and see.
As both the Aston Martins are still keeping it nice and normal between each other. Not switching too much on the positions, just knowing Colin is at the moment way faster. And they want to finish both on the podium to get as many points for the constructors as possible.
As we enter the 20th lap, we have learner driver, FCT and Simontler in the top 3 on the podium currently. 14 seconds ahead of Jetfish in P4. So
yeah, he's doing a really good job on those soft tires, but the question is, can he keep them for another 7 laps? Because it seems like Brandon and Pui have a decent pace on those hards.
Pui's trying to go for another overtake.
Quick few on the penalties here. Oh, Brandon keeping it late break. Oh, and that's touching!
Oh, that's fun!
And he ran off his teammate there, where they went side by side for lots of laps together. They now made contact, and it's Pui who took the pain of spinning off and losing a lot of time.
I felt because they were very intensely battling with each other. They either had to stop at the end of the race with a pit stop, or one of them crashing. So I guess it was one of them crashing.
This gives Leo a good opportunity to take the position from Pui, as he has less penalties as well.
A lot of contact through that chicane, and Pui enters the pits.
Yeah, of course he will be trying the soft run now. Those tires must be heated.
There has been a lot of contact through that chicane over this week from different tiers.
Yeah, and it is just a hard chicane to go side by side through.
Yeah, especially after a straight.
Yeah, especially if you run up with such an amount of speed. I mean, if we're on board with Sminotla now, on the DRS, he runs 320 kilometers per hour.
DJ Butch and Pui coming side by side as Pui comes out. Pui does not yield.
Oh, and I can see it from Luke, really good.
Pui and CJ Butch. Pui came out side by side with CJ Butch. He goes in
and now Luke joining in as well. Can this help out Luke to get the position from CJ Butch maybe? The battle between the Mercedes and the Williams. Alpine, sorry. Pui taking it really.
Yeah. It was inevitable. Pui's on the new softs and CJ Butch is on the old mediums. So.
Luke now really close towards CJ Butch. That's a bit more ERS as well. As the Ferrari closes in on younger hard tires.
Pui goes wide. Bowie with a 12-second time penalty. Wow.
Yeah, he definitely took some track limits here and there, and he will drop down massively. I think, yeah. At these two positions for the Mercedes, of course, the contact with his teammate didn't help either. Because we've got 5 laps remaining here in France, and the gaps are starting to form in the meantime. Jetfish doing a really good job, but he has 12 seconds towards Minotla, and with running 5 laps left, he has to need a massive pace to get
Luke
close.
overtaking CJ Butch, trying to at least.
He finally tried it then, no, but CJ Butch crashed back, I see. And the battle between the Alpine and Ferrari is still going.
Luke is on 9 lap hards and CJ Butch on 13 lap hards. So Luke having a massive advantage.
And Luke taking a really nice line here, knowing he will have the DRS and ERS advantage on CJ Butch, but he lost out a bit there. But Bowie being too close towards CJ Butch doesn't help Luke either. Bowie running wide here, outbrakes himself. And now CJ Butch takes a position from Bowie as Bowie is dropping down enormously. And it might be that he just gave up as well, knowing he will drop it anyway.
I mean,
or he wants the DRS.
He'll probably overtake them because he has 2 lap softs and they have 10 plus laps hard. So
I definitely think there's something wrong with Bowie as he is driving really slow at the moment. Weird gears as well.
Yeah, what's happening to Bowie?
He might be saying, guys, I'm gonna drop it down anyway, so let you guys battle it out. Which in that case would be a really sportsmanship choice. As Rodzilla got overtaken by TMF. And TMF now running in P9. Well, Rodzilla takes 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Making him a total of 6 seconds. Yes, Minotla lost the time towards the teammate now. But yeah, no need to push for anything anymore. As the time between them and Jetfish is still 12 seconds. And Bowie taking the position from Luke again. It might be that Bowie was just looking for the DRS. And slipstream to have a fastest lap.
Alan Andrew and are within each other of 1 second, 0.8. So they could possibly have a fight near the end of this race.
Definitely possible. And Bowie now side by side with CJ Butch on the back straight. As CJ Butch spun! And that's a crash for CJ Butch. Dropping all the way down to P14 now, and that's very, very unfortunate for him. As he, was doing pretty good.
Really good as well. He was doing really good, to be fair, but P14 you can still get a few points, so I would.
Yeah, he still gets points. He still gets points, of course. But he's running in a consistent race. Nothing wrong with it. But unfortunately,
Al and Andrew within 3/10 of each other. They could possibly battle the last 2 laps.
Let's see what's gonna happen here
Al has
then.
younger tires. Oh, he locked up.
Andrew braked himself. And there goes Al already. And with the DRS, he already slams a bit of a gap there. Almost 3 seconds. And Andrew seems to be having a bit of trouble on those older tires. As he keeps locking up. And there goes Bowie for the fastest lap. And as predicted, he tried.
TMF behind Andrew, and he's on 6 lap softs. Andrew on 15 lap mediums.
There he goes
So
on the DRS, and he seems not to be closing in enough. Andrew has DRS as well, and this can be some pressure for Al as well, but Al seems to be having a better exit. TMF now going for Andrew, maybe here. No. Hello, Jono. Outside from TMF. Oh. Bit of touch there. But no spinning.
Trying to go for a switch back.
And again, Andrew having the advantage of the DRS to defend.
It is pretty close between 8th and 10th. Very close for drivers. Can they ball it on?
Oh, and Luke going up. Now in P11. That's a really nice one. As Pui drops down as he goes into the pit lane.
TMF trying to do a switchback on Andrew, trying to get him on the straight.
Pui might be looking for another fastest lap.
TMF right on the tail of Andrew.
And Rodzilla behind there as well. 3 cars in the DRS. Battling it out here. Rodzilla taking the inside line. And he takes both positions. He takes both positions.
Wow. Oh, TMF.
There come TMFs. Yeah, and he provided as well. Bit of contact between the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren.
Andrew's coming back.
And this is amazing battle in the last few moments of the lap.
Oh, they make a slight touch.
Well, they still need to go a lap, of course, but this is an amazing battle between the last positions in the middle of the pack.
Can TMF come back?
And it surprises me how fast and Godzilla is on those mediums. He has 6 seconds though, so he will lose the positions anyway, but on track feels just good.
Wait, what is it? Oh wait, I'm so confused. I thought it was
Yeah, don't listen to Marco. Don't listen to Marco.
No, I was talking about laps. I thought it was lap 27, so I thought they would finish, but no.
No, it's 27 for Colin, as he's now into last sector. We got yellow flag there for Pui, but we're gonna watch the Ferrari crossing the line, since I forgot him last week.
Andrew and Faisal overtook Andrew. Faisal overtook Andrew.
And there goes Colin over the line.
Andrew's going over Faisal again. Oh my gosh.
And he won the race in France with the fastest lap in the last lap as well. We got some action in the back. Well, Spinotla and FCT take the 2 podium positions here on 2 and 3. And we switch to
overtook Al. Rozola goes wide.
Towards the back for the last moment
goes
battles.
over up to get 4th. Smilala spins on the line. Okay.
TMF looking for the overtake on Andrew, but it doesn't seem to work as Leo takes P6. Rodzilla coming across the line on P7.
Oh,
but he will drop down.
It's a race to the line. TMF Andrew. TMF takes Andrew. Oh my god.
And TMF definitely having the more traction there.
Wow.
So it's gonna be L at P7, TMF at P8 after a last moment overtake on Andrew. And we got Rodzilla dropping down at P10, Luke crossing the line at P11, Rijat looking at P12, CJ Butch coming at 13, and Pui on P14. Unfortunately, Brent and I can't remember the other one didn't finish the race. Jetfish is driver of the day, and that's just right, as he came all the way from the back to P4 in the end, and that's an amazing race from him. Colin then with his nice phone on the podium and taking the trophy for P1, and both Aston Martins taking double points here tonight at France. As we're gonna look at the final standings, and then we'll close off tonight's race in high gear division, and then we'll close off round 4 of the RPM as well in France. So we can see Ireland driver Colin finished the race on P1 with the fastest lap as well, and FCT the best on P2, Esmeralda on P3. Jetfish driver of the day at P4. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Unfortunate that the lobby didn't work perfectly tonight, but still we got to see the race, and we had an amazing race in the end. Thank you, Yameen, for joining me on the co-commentary seat.
No problem.
Hope you enjoyed it again, and hopefully see you next time again as well.
Yeah. So no driver interviews today?
No. I think most of the guys already had enough delay.
Yeah.
Thank everybody again for tuning in. If you didn't subscribe or like the channel yet, please make sure you do. And well, hope to see you all back next week on round 5 before the Christmas break in Imola. Have a great evening, guys, and see y'all next week. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.